Hello, welcome to the James Askew at Happy Tales Surgery Hour. Today, we're going to do a surgery on a prehistoric creature called an alligator snapper. Okay, anyway, so sorry about that. That was definitely not meant to be overtly ethically harming to anyone, just so you know. Except maybe Scottish people.
All turtles matter.
It's true, all turtles matter. I like that. This guy was actually hit by a car in North Mississippi up by Rankin County. As you can tell, we've tried giving him some sedation, but unfortunately it did not take. But we only have a limited amount of time we can actually get this guy done. So we're going to basically give him the kind of pain that would actually happen during piercings. We've reduced these fractures here already. He's going to get a small plate here, and he's going to get a plate across here to maintain that part. And we're just putting in our microplates now. I would like this to be a lot more of a sterile procedure, but unfortunately, because this guy is a water creature, it's not going to get any cleaner or any better. So this is as good as this guy's going to get. We will have him rehabbed, probably at Wild at Heart. They'll have him in a pool that's not quite so deep. So these areas here will be able to dry. They'll pack these wounds with this stuff here, which is beeswax, except they'll do a better job next time by melting these areas here for a better seal. This area here is stabilized now. As you can see that those two parts of the fracture are not moving anymore just because of that one cute little plate. Now we're going to the next spot. Why are you guys whispering?
Because we can.
Okay.
We're just talking about
That's
sexy.
fair.
That's what we're just whispering about.
Is that what it was? How sexy I am?
No, don't watch his head's gonna jump
Do you want
quick.
to push on his head?
Yeah, go ahead and just keep some pressure down right there. Right there is really good.
And just so you know, if my husband saw that, he would have a coat.
Hold on, little buddy. 2 of these, and you are done. I know this seems kind of mean, but it's your fault the anesthesia wouldn't take. There's one. If you can see the faces they're making behind the camera, it'd be
Well,
really
it looks
funny.
like he's stitched.
What is that?
Does he?
He does have sutures.
Oh, was that you? Listen
No.
to my phone taking pictures over there by itself. Do you hear it?
All right.
It does it all the time in here.
Sorry, dude. I was a sumo wrestler in my previous life.
She thinks she was.
So
She's
you
a
can
little
hold his
sumo
head down.
master. She was the littlest sumo wrestler.
I was a very small sumo wrestler.
She was a mini-mo.
You guys are hilarious.
I'm not letting his head go.
You're doing good.
Even my hand is getting whacked on this.
Well, see, you can't go back.
Faucet.
You can't back up anymore. That's as far as they can go.
Ow. Stop. But he's moving. You can... Ow!
Just
My
keep holding it
fingers.
down.
My fingers.
What you want me to do?
Stay sexy.
Okay. Do good. It is still taking pictures over there. That did it.
She's not that kind of doctor.
They paid and they didn't want a receipt or anything like that. I thought this was a 10, so I put in $11 and it was 20, so I tried to change on the computer and I gave them a credit. So how do I?
Are they still here to get the money back? Or you give
I
them
gave them the
Oh, you
10.
just zero out then. You put the amount tended as the full amount and zero out the change given.
Okay. Okay.
Or give it, I mean, zero out the credit, I'm sorry. And do
Yeah,
$10.
just zero it out. Just say she gave me 10.20.
Mhm.
Okay, is that how we do it?
No, but I'll show you how.
Okay.
And that is how you do a makeshift compression plate. Now, all those fractures are stable. From here, all the way to there.
Just testing. We move.
Yeah,
I knew we were done. He's stressing.
so, get a picture of this. And
Antibiotic.
feel better?
It'll be fixed.
All right, here's our alligator snapper.
Foaming at the mouth.
Been hit by a car. You can actually see his injuries right there. Anyway, we do the bite test. I love these guys. He's one of those really cool species. If y'all notice, the eyes are extremely beautiful and well patterned. He doesn't like popcorn, no. Notice also the little pink fleshy tongue, piece of the tongue there. When they're underwater, they'll open their mouth a lot like where it is now. He'll flick his little tongue like it's a small worm. And then when the fish gets in there, he'll just bite down and it's free food for him. Anyway, we're going to finish untying this guy, but I want to get some video first. It turns out he had a major fracture going across the top of his shell, basically all over this area here. At this point in time, we've already gone and reduced that fracture. You can also see that he has a small plate right there. And also, right over here, he has a small plate too. So all that's been reduced. Now I don't have any more honeycomb here, but we're going to go ahead and pack these wounds with some honeycomb, send him to the rehab center. They're probably going to put him in water about this deep, okay, so he stays hydrated, and we put his fish and his food in there, and until this area here dries and fibroses in, this guy will be fine. Anyway, this guy could be anywhere from 30 to 100 years old, depending on the environment, but I'm banking on about 30 at this point in time. He weighs 60 pounds even. This is the second largest of these guys that I've had to do surgery on. The last one came in was 80 pounds. And we had to sedate him, and then we had to actually put speculum on his mouth to hold his mouth open, and I got to go in his mouth with my hand up to my elbow to pull a hook out of his esophagus. And what's sad is there was like 4 cameras running and not one picture was taken. Somehow it just didn't work. I know, brave moment. And no one will ever know the things I have done for them. There you go. You can actually watch his glottis. There he is breathing. For you vet students and so forth, you can actually see his glottis right there and closing. Very, very cool species to work with.
And they don't like coffee.
Speaking of coffee, I could use it in the cup. All right, that is 2 minutes of mild lecture on the alligator snapper and his repair. And let's see, Colt.
He's got
ultimately
antibiotics
cool.
on board.
Yeah.
He's going to rehab. Ready?
All right, so his bucket is where? Over there. All right, let's get his bucket out, and I will don some more gloves and get waxy and nasty over
Excuse
okay, later. Yeah, she wants you to think that was the thing being drugged on the floor.